Hi, this is Rob Woodall. I want to talk to you a little bit today about jobs and job creation. As you know, that has been a focus for this Congress and will continue to be because I don't believe that folks want a government handout. I think folks want a paycheck. And if we're going to get America back on track to compete in this global economy, it starts with creating jobs here at home. Now, you may remember that about a year ago, President Obama came to the American people touting that all of the stimulus dollars had now been pumped into the economy and that recovery was just right around the corner. Well, as you know, here a year later, recovery has not come. We still have unemployment of about 9.1%. We have underemployment of about 19%. Over $800 billion in stimulus out the door. And another $350 billion in interest on that stimulus because, of course, we didn't have that $800 billion to spend. We had to borrow that. Borrowing, spending, taxing, that is not the way to create jobs in this country. But we can do it. And we're not going to do it by doing more in Washington. We're going to do it by doing less in Washington. Let me tell you a little bit about what I mean. We're about to start a series of hearings in the Ways and Means Committee on fundamental tax reform. Now, as you know, I'm a big believer in the fair tax. I believe that will do more for job creation in this country than any other bill that has been proposed, and I look forward to advocating for that in front of the Ways and Means Committee and in front of Congress. But we'll talk about all the different proposals that are out there so that we can pass those that folks believe will work best. But we absolutely must have tax reform. We have the highest corporate tax rates in the world here in the United States of America. Now, who wants to locate their business in the country with the highest corporate tax rates in the world? The answer is fewer and fewer folks do. We've got to take steps to change that, and we absolutely will. We're working on the regulatory burden. You know, it's so tough to measure how many regulations we've been able to stop this year. Part of what's important about this new majority in the House is, as you know, we're having a tough time passing legislation because the president won't sign it, but we're having wonderful success in preventing new legislation from coming down the pipes, new burdens on businesses, new taxes on families, new barriers to competitiveness at a global scale. So we're stopping those regulations from going into effect, and we're beginning the process of repealing those regulations that we think will have the most impact on growing new jobs. And our energy agenda. Jobs and energy are inextricably connected. If you look at any of the press that you see on recoveries these days, you'll see that the price of energy has a big impact on how soon economists believe recovery will come to America. We're doing everything we can to lower those energy prices. We're doing drill here, we're drill now. We're still investing in solar and hydro. As you know, the two new nuclear plants, first two new nuclear reactors in America in the last 30 years are coming to Georgia. We're working to make that happen. We have to get a handle on our energy costs because it takes energy to run a country. It takes energy to grow those jobs. If we can get some stability in our energy sector, we'll get those jobs back on track. Stability is a big item. We have so much uncertainty in the economy today. Government does not create jobs, but it does create uncertainty. As we go forward over the next several months, please stay in touch with me. Let me know about where you see the government creating uncertainty, where you see the government destroying jobs. Let me know about those things, and one by one, we'll fix those government challenges, we'll end that government interference, and we will get this country back on track. Why? Because we have the hardest working workforce in the world, folks who work more hours than any other people on the planet, and we will succeed if the government just gets out of the way. Thanks so much.